Right. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Alright, let's do Justice for All, Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Yes. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? What have I done? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. What a nightmare. And I bet it was the ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before our trial starts today. Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later. Okay. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel like so foggy in there? Good morning. Oh, good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's the fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn down the cheeriness now? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I did something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove me that I'm not guilty. Not guilty. Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch the court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. But when I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, when I think you have the wrong person, yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you, okay? I guess I have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone, please. Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Oop. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't. Then why bother asking to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court would not hear the defense excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make the trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Destiny and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Gumshoes to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I will never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down, I believe you. Gumshoe, please describe for us the details to this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches of the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed up in the report, and it was distributed yesterday. Yes, the autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimate time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photo. Very well. The court sets it into evidence. Okay. Now then, I recall yesterday's preliminary hearing. A very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually... yeah, he did. It's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record, yes, this. Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with the cases are all listed there, sir. Hey, Luna. You can look at that court record by pressing the R1 button. Yes, I see. You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check out the court records and see what I can find. What was it again? The R1 button? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held them until he fell. Hey, what are you giving me that evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. I want to see what I have here first. Autopsy, glasses. What is this? Okay, that's the photo. Okay. There is something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is the picture of writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it as evidence. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious, the victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you. Normally, this is the part where you get to the witness you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm not gonna lend you a hand. I'm gonna lend you a hand, excuse me. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Why? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean a lie, sometimes people just don't remember things. Just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I could expose the lies, we should be alright. Okay, reread this part. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in your statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please tell the facts over before making an accusation. I got that wrong. I don't think I won any points with the judge. Are you certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on. Don't hurt me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now that she mentioned it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check out the court records again. Okay, what do I have in my records then? Found this in my pocket. That's me. Broken neck, body was covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence. It does. I don't see anything contradictory. Oh, really? Objection denied. Try to think before you make an accusation. Okay, I got that wrong. Whoops, that didn't go so well. With this piece of evidence, maybe I should press. Are you certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck between his pointer finger's nail. It seems that the name of the victim was written. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going. I'm glad you're all pumped up, but I really want you to see that special move, sir. My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence. I was gonna say enlighten me. I guess I think I got it. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes, the Great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you could present not only evidence, but only people's profiles as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses on her. Okay. Oh, that's what I already see what it is. Okay. That's what they wanted me to press. Okay, so that's what I did wrong. I get it now. There we go. The music, I know. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. White? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you could answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court records. Yes, it's spelled differently. I just noticed that too. It's spelled differently. What? It says right here is Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. That is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. Oh my gosh. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name. No! This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? It seems that he was dating... Okay. It seems. Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were well-known couples in the police force. Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Now, her testimony? Officer Prince and Officer Breyer has been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Ooh. Officer Berg had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should have known because she came to me to ask what she get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were very close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. I've been going out for about a half a year. I read this part. Marriage. But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You saying the guy's gonna marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. Okay, I got a trophy. Press Gumshoe about they were even talking about marriage. Okay. Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove, Okay, let's press further. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. That's what he said, yeah. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem that there is a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it is. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Ryan though. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'll take. This is great. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you're that convinced, then let's hear about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyways, this is it, sir. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow, and that's why you had to special order it. Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. Is it clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other? Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I'm going to look at something real quick. I'm just looking at this. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed. Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obviously from the picture that it was his... Wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. You missed the series, Luna. You should get the HD Trilogy. It's on the Switch and the PS4. But yeah, it's a great series. Oh, another thing, Luna. Did you get like a Dragonation? I got it yesterday. There is only one conclusion that could be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written the message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name, Maggie, could not have been the victim. Well, unless he knows how to write with both hands. But for story purposes, when you think about it that way, yes, it is not possible that this thing was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. I feel like I could breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Ha, well, thank you, sir. See, you got the compliment by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird... Oh. No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next I was gonna say victim. We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness witness? Even though the judge is tongue-tied. The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. Of course he did. What the heck? Okay, order in the court. I believe in recess. Sorry, I can't read. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. Now I have to see what I can find during the recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued. Oh, I thought I was going to finish it in one shot. Alright, it's probably going to ask me to save. Yep. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Yep, why didn't you tell me, sir? Well, he couldn't even remember his own name. Sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, sorry, I know what to do. I heard you could fix something like this, well, something really strong shot to your system. Come on, lower your head a little bit. Maggie kick should be all you need. Oh my gosh. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to We're here to solve your problem first. We could deal with mine later. For now, do you think you could fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'll be honored to. Ah, well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. No, 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 that's okay. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You could have this back, and maybe it'll help. What is this? This is a business card. I got this from you. It was my most prized possession. Oh, he has a fangirl. Awesome. You could borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Okay. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case. Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of any other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on the walk with Dustin. And she has the blue Badger shirt. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm glad you called. We could meet up and I could give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. You could call me Maggie. Okay, and this is where they messed up with the name. Got it. And I see the glove is in the picture as well. We agreed to meet at 6 p.m. Dustin and I were waiting for the person to show up. But they never did. So where's this phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah, you were here all along. You're so mean. Here's Maya. Maya's back. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I came to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Now, who the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. Good morning to you, too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? What if I said everything would be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you go, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up the dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good, as in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. There's some unfamiliar names. Okay. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me. And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You were the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. That's where it's from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be forgetful old prune like you. Oh my gosh. Actually, Mr. Wright is, Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Okay. Please bring the defendant and return him to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops. You have to get going. We could talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces down, more or less. All that's left is to put it together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't. Let's see what we got though. But they never showed. Okay. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do it, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has tendencies to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court, he may be a little lenient on. There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls his next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court witness. Before I do, I would like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I? But I would not stand for that. Now you tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I was supposed to call it... So, he's talking fast. Have a rigorous walk. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he, a human chatterbox? I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course the university's first-rate only needs apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your powers and influence to keep your young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Wait, what? Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. Oh my gosh. If you wanted to, you could call me the university student in transit. Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct? It will appear that they are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am no way of I can't even say that word. Oh boy, I on the walk with mommy. If you must, anyways, please testify to the court. What was he trying to say? Anyways, please testify to this court that what you saw during your walk through the park. See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know what you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time that well, but I do remember it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of a pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was a banana that fell with the police officer. Banana. Well, that was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say. How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then... Oh, that could mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. This one's pretty easy. If my client is innocent, there's no way... I missed my chance right there. Let's do this again. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you could use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you just be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Oh my gosh. That's not. It's Your Honor, I think this proves one important thing. This witness loves bananas. No. By the way, you just are bad at your eyes. Huh? How? What? What are you asking me about all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who... I can't read all this. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 20/20. I suppose you're gonna tell me that's terrible, right? Oh, 2200. Well, actually, that is pretty bad. Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently. Oh my god. He just... Of course I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses. So, to replace them... How about when you witnessed that crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You're an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who... I can't read all this. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same as the witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate to your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. Alright, new testimony. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. I'm just looking at my notes. Okay. It must have been 6:45 when I made that call. Oh no. I don't know about that for sure. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone with a superior brain like mine could understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Mr. Willerton, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? think this court would like to hear what were you doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Willington, yes. Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of them. Sure. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone there. Are you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and now your cell phone. You must be a very scattered brain when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that the first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard... Oh my gosh, again with his long statements. Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Mr. Willington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting at all excited about? You seem a little confused. I found my cell phone, I have you know. See? Here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in the call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. The witness testimony doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present the proof of what the witness had no idea of searching for a public... I guess this phone, right? Hold on. Oh, shoot. It's right there. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, there's something wrong with you. It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Well, Mr. Willington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can explain what he was doing for 15 minutes. He can't explain. That is the reason enough to throw suspicions in his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet his phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she wasn't gonna return to get it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyways. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? I have an idea. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Well, Mr. Willington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... He's breaking down. I believe the court all heard what you have confessed to. That these glasses, in fact, are yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Willington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? You didn't notice? Now, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. I don't think he had to, Your Honor. I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find the glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make the phone call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Yes. Of course. That is precisely what I'm doing. Oh. I know I'm right. He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyways, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll take over in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on this edge of knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we all look at a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy enough. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you could read that, right? But we already know that this is not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That's a good point. The witness didn't even know of Mrs. Burr before this trial. I forgot. Was there any way this creep would have known Maggie's name beforehand? Oh, the phone call. The phone call. It would be best if I could prove that witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, would the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Willington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on that day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overrule. Mr. Wright, where are you going with the line of questioning? Do you think there is some relationship between the witness' cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Yeah, we went to this. That was when you learned that the name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake. My client's name is Maggie, but the name was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could have only occurred if you only knew how the name sounded. But Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is, it's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. And Mr. Willington has no reason to kill anyone. That is correct, I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive. Mr. Willington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled away from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on the list are members of a certain group. You looked up all the numbers. Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to the people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Willington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up phone numbers on persons' phones is a worse thing a crime than murder. You're the one of those people that you're just con artists. I can't read all this. I don't care, Mr. Willington. All I want for you is to tell us what this list is about. You think I'm just gonna skip that part. Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is maybe the con. I don't know. Mr. Willington is a member of this very group. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone number. If anyone were to look up these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. This is too much. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Willington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor, what is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjust. Yeah, he's just repeating the same thing. You said this. Yeah, exactly. He even said the same thing. Please, let's think about the content of the phone call. Hello. Yeah, we heard this conversation. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Willington had to do was meet with Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it would make sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. White? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that he didn't agree with when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Prince has gone on to his date after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. That girl picked up my phone with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman will ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run and check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, as you were saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. That guy is really creeping me out. All you've been waving around is talking about the suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number, the suspicious congregate that. They're all on that phone. Well, who's to say your phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence. You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. The phone I lost, I already found it. You don't have to even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine specifically. What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it is meaningless as evidence. Your Honor? I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. His cell phone. There has to be something I overlooked. That's gotta be. Maybe. I got it. We should check our for fingerprints. Hold on, just out of us. Fingerprints. Your Honor, Mr. Wellington must have left his thumbprints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons among themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number store on this phone. It must have glitched because of all the numbers just magically disappeared. You gotta be joking. He's erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Well, Mr. Wellington, what's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fighting left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my. Now I remember. Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his, but how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis, and therefore no power. It looks like you came up with a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out yourself yet. Who I am. The court hereby concludes this cross-examination. If that will be, I have a bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at it like that? No. Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is gonna badger the witness with more insane questions. Inane questions, this is, by the way, I just noticed. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one piece of evidence. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Thanks, Judge. It's written in fancy script. This ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to exchange business card. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is... The card is important because of what is in the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are gonna call my cell phone right now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Why is my phone? And what's with this stupid sounding ringtone? Well, Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your? No. It can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding, it's Mr. Wellington's naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Hooray! That is all. Court is adjourned. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from my 9th floor of my... I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has been really nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk, and I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to my thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Oh well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm gonna find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks, you should take care of yourself too. What a horrible day. I got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Gumshoe. He's someone I had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's always been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable kind of old man who is easily swayed by others' opinion, but in the end, he's always come up with the right verdict. This person. I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl, Maya. You finally remember. This is Maya Faye, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick was wrong. You keep staring at me, don't you tell me you miss me? Well yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh. Well, I'm back now, so it's time for me to create new memories together. Aww. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't been that long since you came back into my life. And that story began on a rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Yay. Episode 1, the end. Brand new episode has been added. Alright, let's save. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I killed that person, but that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been you. Oh boy. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keeps playing through my mind. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed makes me? Do you? Oh, I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry of that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spells will take a break with a day of sun. It's what that girl will say. I stick my life on it. Well, if it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's gonna hear about my 1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing that weather girl. No, I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have a friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at the Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatient loses their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet now listen good. And yet the nurse has the nerve to go and die before admitting her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes the car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into her accordion model. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice in the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People say it was forever to hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just gonna say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath. Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple. Because this situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'll go either. Yeah. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. Oh, you do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No. This is something only you could do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya, why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I work under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked in a few trials together. But she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not. She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh. I have an acquaintance who knows a lot more about those mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I'm already set up with an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm gonna go have her call that spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh, Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clans, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with the spirits flows through us. That's what she told me. I guess she learned to accept her responsibilities and became an adult. Not counting training, this will be her first channeling of spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me. And that is why I searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. So, this is Karain Village, Maya's hometown. Why, hello there. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big of a deal. You made us sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated, just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I would have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well. Anyways, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Alright, I guess we'll go talk to Maya. Looks like you finally became a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know this messy story behind it? Haha, behold the powers of the Maya Intelligent Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of that malpractice of Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligent Network anyways? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened? What really happened is the opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer-ass client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So, this is your hometown, Maya? Yep. Crane Village, but I heard people call this place Medium Valley. Interesting. So, everyone that lives here is a spirit medium. Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the people that are so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually just work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye, she's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin, wait. Then that means she's also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. Excuse me. I see. I hope I didn't scare her away when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drove it into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you're not wearing your training clothes, so, for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Korean Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother's my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I gotta get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Oh yeah. I didn't do the channeling in my house, so come on. After I'm done, we could grill up some juicy burgers. Alright. Good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Alright, let's look around. Move to the meditation room. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they will allow some misguided reports on the public airwaves. It looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyways, this is a splendid manor. No arguments there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house. This is Maya's house, though. I was given the guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright. Have a copy for you too. A diagram of the Fae Manor. Okay. Wow. It's such a strange atmosphere here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? Ah, my name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir. Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so, Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Faye, excuse me. Nice to meet you. Ah, I have wanted to speak with you for a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you have asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you already forgotten. That was not for Mystic Maya and her assistants. You would surely have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. Alright, I guess we have to talk to her. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry? She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. It is actuality. She is the only one remaining. Only one remaining. What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little bit more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Korean school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling would be her first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a tragic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chambers, good sir. As you can see, I am in process of the preparing. Alright, so this room is the channeling chambers. The place where our spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you mind if you observe this session. Do not even think of that nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh, the secrets of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it for me before. It is also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong, that is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Cool. That's what it's locked for. Oh yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable and angelic young girl. Oh, that's odd. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows of not of evil in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyways. I must insist and stress you may not let it occur. Okay, I get it. What are you gonna do with the nurse's spirit that has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd. We know the details for this. I'm just gonna skip it because I already know what it is. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone must have put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks like a little out of place in the garden like this. Should we move? So this is the side room. It looks like it's more of a break room. There is bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Hey, you! Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh, well I'll be. Is Mr. Phoenix right? How you been? Haven't you seen me in what, a year? You were, that's a lot of heart. But let's just put a lot of hair. Lot of hair, was it? Lot of who? Wait, you best not be making fun of my hair now. Oh, no, I wasn't making fun. I was complimenting you and your fine hair. I dare you say one of those heartless men, Mr. Wright. It was cause of my testimony that your friend was going to be guilty. But it looks like you already forgot that. Hold up. You were working with the prosecutor at first as one of their witnesses, and came after us as we was one piece of sirloin steak. Minor details. Stop being so uptight, letting little things get in the way. The name's Hart, not a Hart. Don't you go forget it. Oh yeah. Now listen here. I'm here to take some pictures today. Gonna get myself a real scoop. So I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. You betcha, the hardest working one out here, I reckon. Didn't I say I was gonna make a name for myself being a famous paranormal photographer? Oh, that's right. I got trophy. Reply with a lot of hair. Okay. I kind of knew what that was. That's why I was going for that one. This ain't no time to be wasting time. Channeling about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and go to the meditation room. What are you waiting for? Come on. A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. Alright. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and our honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I could finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear about the apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. White? Me? Oh yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. This is most satisfactory. That key is a one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have a lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry dessert. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What? What are you? This is Karain village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rule, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Hey now, what was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya? Maya's in there. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're gonna break in. What? But there's only one key that could get the kid, and the kids got it. We're gonna have to break it. We're gonna have to break the door. Is that right, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there's one matter, that is. Don't try to stop me. You could send the repair bills on the writing code law office later. Yeah. Now that's what I call being a man. Dr. Gray. I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Nada. At a time like this? Times like this are the perfect for snapping up shots. But anyways, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to Granny. Hey, zombie. Not Mia, Maya, zombie. Yes, Maya is in trouble again. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way again. That's good. Lordy, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all these things. Not that I blame her, but I'm scared to death by what's going on. Alright, I guess we could talk to Lotta, right? Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. I guess I have to wait. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all out here, Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Gumshoe? My name isn't Jim Shoe. Oh, okay, she said Jim Shoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess that's all I could do for now. I guess all I could do for now is just see what everyone else has to say. Alright. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? That is, like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling? Channeling? Oh. No, actually, the situation has just changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So, like, a murder is the thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's... what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she has to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Eeny Miney. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology. That's right. I think people like usually call it occult studies or something like supernatural phenomena, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. All right. Let's talk to Eeny. Eeny Miney. So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about this being introduced in this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. Oh my gosh. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh. I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, felt sick and I came here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I'm wasting my time because I, like, slept a lot. So she says like a lot in her words, in her dialogue. So what happened? You were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like what? Oh, that. I, like, totally not know nothing. So who was, like, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient. Yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. There's no one here, as usual. Ah, hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as always. What's that she got in her hands? I've seen it somewhere before. And she ran away. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Okay, whatever. She's probably scared out of her wits after that murder that just took place. Louder. God damn, don't let me be next. Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Oh my gosh. Man, let's talk louder. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya. She wasn't the one that pulled that trigger, was she? Oh yeah. Lana doesn't know what... She doesn't know when Maya's channeling her model. Her physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotto, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one jet with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like a wet sheet. I sort of got that same impression myself. He's really controlling. So as soon as his nurse or patient don't do what he says, he start hollering. Must have been real rough on him to work with. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of stuff. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being a cult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna just try and be a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, let's go. Gore. Can't even talk right. What's up? Oh yeah. What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember I took some pictures at the murder scene inside? Ah, she did, too even. That seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? I don't know. The police are busily running here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like that. I'm some kind of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Alright, I guess we talked to Gumshoes. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room, after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Ooh. Okay, I guess that's all we could talk to you about. Oh dear madam, you have such an impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up, you too pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation is not gonna be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleeps here under the roof of Faye Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day has turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. Like usual. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Nick. Maya. What am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Yeah, Maya. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Yeah, Mia is the older sister. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this same place. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. I know you didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power. So I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. I guess we chat with Maya. So you're the master of something in the Korean school of channeling. Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from my mother to daughter, I guess I'll be someday. But many people think the channeling isn't real. That is all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said he wanted to call that nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in that channeling chamber? I went in that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing. When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arm. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? Let's talk about this dream. What kind of dream did you have? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable. I was really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. It was really a familiar smell too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelled that scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm gonna get, for today at least. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The documents requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these two hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you lose. I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. I knew it's gonna be tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm gonna go. Wait. This jewel. This is called Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protecting me. Give this to Pearlie, and I'm sure this lend you her spiritual powers. They're ready. Go to what? Korean's village, I assume. Do we have any more dialogue? Or? Okay, I guess that's all the dialogue. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line, again. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? The meditation room nurtures all medium, young and old. Even mediums in training, I wager, but it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. It looks like Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take the chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, there she is. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya would be very grateful. That Mystic Maya, good sir. Oh, she's one scary lady. Oh, dear sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. Let's check here, maybe? It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole. Could this have been made by the bullet? About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Okay. Guess we could talk with her. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. Maya, step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Okay, so this was a flashback, okay. What happened here is this room after I left. Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique. The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of a testimony is even admissible in the court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chambers. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls a especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt, but how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? And the spirit's medium has little problems controlling the spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our hairloins was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is Korean sacred writings. Along with the Korean sacred urn, they used the village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out something that had happened to either one, oh, the humanity. For her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. Alright, let's talk about Pearl. So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual powers to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family has thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl's different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit. Good sir. Quit? Quit what? Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I say hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I knew he was gonna say that. I will tell her. Alright, let's look around. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Oh, hey. Like, you're that guy from yesterday, the dentist guy. No, no, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith Wright? Well, I got like 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyways, why are you here? So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at the college, and you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so like that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more like clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? My gosh. If Lotto ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? I wonder how many times I'm gonna say like the medium training, or like how they inherit their spiritual powers. I suppose this village is short. It's the real thing after all. So like, I asked if I could stay here for like a little longer. She sure seems to like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's like totally scary. She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. Alright, victim. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Now that's a lie. She was talking about him yesterday. Like, wait, I think you asked about him like yes. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked her was... I remember what she said. Yeah, I remember. I'm skipping this because I remember this conversation. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? You... You surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hands. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Oh yeah, Maya said to give you this. Oh, she's crying. I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's... Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I work with Maya. You work with Mystic Maya? You? You're Nick, Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked up Nick from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. What? Yeah, exactly. What? So then, of course, you're gonna help Mr. Maya, aren't you? That's what you're gonna do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look and shining brightly in your eyes, it must be true love. Oh my gosh. What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, things aren't like... I could tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm gonna help you in any way I can. Well, at least she finally got to talk with us. Alright, let's chat with Pearl. Pearl, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mr. Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so reverent. Usually when people don't use Mr. Maya's title, I get mad. Oh? Sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world did she get this idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I studied the Korean technique. Oh, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? Not that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much of the outside world. Alright. So what's that you got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I could give it to you. Should we take it? I guess take it. Let me drink some water. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. Hehehe. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. She's not only speaks in the refined manner, but laughs in one too. Alright, so we got a black key. Green jewel has said. Okay. Mr. Nick? Yes, Pearls. I could call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I will totally give it to you. But I can't accept this like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Right, the flashback. Oh, it's glowing now. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? It will let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I could explain with the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding in secret. Okay. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're gonna be her lawyer? I bet. Excuse me, I got a burp. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Haha, I'm not scary. Honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Don't do that. Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Alright, let's stop with Gumshoes. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you could win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer's going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lada. Actually, speaking of Lada... Yeah, she did mention this. She took some pictures. Lada's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone than Maya Fey would have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over the tabloid show last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and I could have swore I had an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through pockets, and boy, are those big. It looks really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have a copy in the office when he came by. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't think it matters. Yeah, it's like, I don't care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Manfred von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a second. But didn't Von Karma stand trial, and that's where the other piece of the bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? I guess we'll talk about that successor. I know who it is, but still. So, who is the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a second. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about that. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and a great place to develop a person's talent. Germany, huh? That's probably why I never heard of this person. Still, it all takes someone mentioning Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it. Get a grip of yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore. Not that he's gone. Now that he's gone. Alright, let's see if we can find that article. Phew, feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Oh, it should be right there. Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Alright. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and hey, it's that news story. The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Mimi Miney, nurse at Gray's surgical clinic, died after... Okay, I remember where this is going. The name of the nurse. Keep in mind what one of the people here name is Amy Miney and Mimi Miney. Okay, I remember this now. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Ah, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No. How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, like, totally don't know him. Oh. Oh, something happened. That's... Ah, what is this? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart, yes. Huh, what? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can sense those psych locks, Mr. Nick. Psych locks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secrets, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you could easily unlock it. Unlock. But how? Oh, I know. The Magatama. Yeah, I just thought about that. Please use Mr. Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove those locks. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Hold on, I'm gonna burp. Oh, excuse me. Well, I gotta start somewhere. Let's give this psych lock thing a try. Okay, so I guess where the question has a lock, that's where I react. Okay. This is a new mechanic. Kind of. Okay, this is new. The victim. Eenie Miney, I believe you know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that possibility exists for now. I have an idea. So something that shows a possible connection. I already know what it is. Bomb. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident. Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed, she was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps a Dr. Gray clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how I knew, is how you knew Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Ooh, we broke that lock. Unlock successful. That's pretty cool. I like that feature. Alright, so we can ask her about that question now. Please tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep on the wheel? That guy like drove my sis so hard that that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectation and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. No, you didn't. You just told us just now. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's heart unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, though, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Noted. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I have never left Korean Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're gonna meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Hey, wait. She ran off again. Well, I know Ini's secret now, but I still don't have any ideas how I'm gonna save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or straight face. Alright. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Oh, it's Mia! Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you already learned to stand on your own. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement, quote-unquote. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for it. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. No, this is the second game. We just started the second game. This is Justice for All. This is the second game. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it is bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way through. In any case, the face you're making now is no face for it to show a client, Phoenix. But, so tell me about it. Second, yes, this is the second game. This is the second trial on the second game. I'm gonna guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes deep in thought while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Well, let's talk to Mia. It's been a while since we talked to her. You think Maya's not guilty, right? How can you be so sure? I know she is. I give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it is impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does that mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for clues, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already have the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Is she talking about the... I think she's talking about the actual literal key. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that happened in this case. This key. Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hands. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does that mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key is in this case. That is enough. But, How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who? Who could have... I didn't know at the time. But this day was gonna end with a turn for the surprising. Oh! 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 I wasn't expecting this. What's wrong? That's right, only I could see the psych locks. I was not expecting this, which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she will hide under locks and key even from me. What in the world is going on? To be continued. Yes, I will save right here. I'll probably I'm gonna continue, but I'll probably wrap up after we get to the next checkpoint. What? Prosecutor Von Karma, you mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was really a sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what kind of dirty tricks he used to get those guilty verdicts. And now his successor, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Pearly! You showed up. Thanks for coming up this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mom? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they've been training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't, oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train in? Oh, I give up. She actually did ran here. Oh shit. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth will be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Oh. I still remember him as though I seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorching, fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life, Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyways. Nick. There she is. There she is. Court is now in session for the trial Maya Fame. Are the prosecutions and the defense prepared? What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Ah, yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking. I forgot about this gimmick. If you interrupt again, I will whip this... my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you. Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood only has one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant Mai Fei will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense position? Your Honor? Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool, who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its pleas. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that is self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you just killed someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play, Mr. Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. He's just as scary as her father, like daughter, I suppose. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name is Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court of details on this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone will please look at the map. The channeling chambers has no windows and the doors were locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit. What's up, zombie? You said, huh? That's quite the look of this disbelief, Your Honor. Yeah, that's her gimmick. She whips people. That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyways, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from the inside of the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the doors down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Okay, so we got some floor plans. Let me drink some water. So how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. The cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from the point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instant death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Okay, we could cross-examine. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report. Being stabbed, and then he was shot in the head. Okay, got it. The court suspects evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Alright. Let's cross-examine. The murdered weapon. Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you're missing is the fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Fei's, was on that grip, sir. that good. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked into her hands, huh? Point blank, huh? So how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Tis, 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 Mr. Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools on this foolish country. What the f- Excuse me. Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire. And that is real hot, pal. And that there was definitely some gunpowder burn left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Alright, let's press on here. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see, and whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints were all over it. All over it, huh? This doesn't look good. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'll come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter? Then which one was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Wright. What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established that now that the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Okay. Very well. The corpse sees as evidence. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitness claimed to have heard two gunshots at this time, and two murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now was oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? This is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still want to plead not guilty? If the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What would you do, Mr. Wright? Would you just change to justify self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through. Nah, not guilty. If we please justify self-defense, we will basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life will be ruined, and she'll be labeled as a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. The whips! You have sealed your fate, Mr. Wright. Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here, proceedings are run by... Oh, yes, of course, go ahead, detective, give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's a even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendants attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. This is certainly evidence of the back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links to Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both weapons. On the clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha, what's wrong? You seem to be at loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony that the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to soak off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Alright, let's do this. Sorry, pal, but okay, I read this. Sorry. This blood on the costume. Lab results show that it's the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Ah, yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Not even the judges on her side. But if I bite off more than I could chew here, what should I do? Yeah, we got pushed further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Ah, looks like my time is up. So about the wait, he just answered it. The hole. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I come this far. There's no turning back now. Well, no, he just said it. This hole. The problem I have with this evidence is here. No, you just right here, right there. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole there. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the neck? I mean the hole. It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Oh my gosh. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be the bullet hole. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court records first before anything else. Alright, so we updated the costume. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? It looks like she's smiling. What is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of this evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do find more definitive problems with that evidence, then... No way! Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of weird. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you say you overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim has tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha! What is with are you finished? What is with that are you finished laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. She is right. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Now that you... Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No. Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to sustain a plea of justified self-defense. Huh, how so? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the news information we acquired added in, of course. Huh, you mean by myself? You want me to pull together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Alright. Oh my gosh. So, during the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of her strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out the gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Is that possible? The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. This scenario you put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up on that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that was true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn. This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. This is a very good point. And what exactly does does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Wright. You think you could punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone could explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was when they were separated that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound was from stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have the strength to push the defendant very far. Ooh, she did not like the answer. Well then. That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space in between. Oh, she set me up. And then while she was preparing to strike him, the doctors took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful, I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. There is a fatal flaw in your argument, Your Honor. In her argument. Fatal? Flaw? Yeah! Very interesting. I would love to hear what this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line. And we examined this earlier. This is the folding screen. This is the piece of evidence that destroyed your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point I would like to point to the court's attention to the hole in the folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Oh, that changes everything right there. That changes everything right there. This changes exactly. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this point, the defendant was in the area. Right here. Should be right here. She was standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based off the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Oh yeah, she doesn't like that. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you. I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing in the ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think that this has changed? It definitely changes. It definitely changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes it. In fact, the judge even said it himself. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that was true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic before everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the... Uh-oh. Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to the point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all things to inherit, why did it have to make the smarty smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it my fault? You could start by repairing your standing by first removing the 3-string gold T. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I had all I could take of the detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here for tonight. But I will continue tomorrow. I'm actually free tomorrow. Alright, let me see who's streaming. I could probably rate someone. Oh, I have a lot of people streaming tonight. I don't know who to pick. I really don't know who to pick. There's a lot of people streaming. You know what? Just for fun. Just for fun. Alright, so I'm going to go wrap up right here. I'll catch you guys, like I said, for sure tomorrow I'll be streaming, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow.